morning, everybody. This is DAC News Network. Going on with our main focus tonight is Uncle Jumbo, otherwise known as Grover Cleveland. Let's bring it over to Caleb.
Thank you, guys. Grover Cleveland was born on March 18th, 1837, and died June 24th, 1908. He had very little free time. He had 6 days of chores, work, and school. And on the extra free day, he had church, which he had to do 2 services, 1 prayer meeting, and then after that he was expected to go to his room and reflect on his week and meditate. Grover Cleveland's family is not very rich, and his dad died in 1853, so Grover Cleveland had to get a job to support his 4 siblings and his mother. In his free time, he would go swimming, hunting, and fishing. His main chores were babysitting, weeding the garden, and chopping wood. His first job was at a convenience store where he got $1 a year, and then the second year, $1 a week, and the second year he got $2 a week. After that, he decided to quit his job because it wasn't paying enough, where he then got a job at a lawyer place, which gave him $1,000 a year. He was the first president to get married in the White House. When he was 49, he got married to a girl that was 21. The girl was the daughter of one of his former lawyer friends, and she lost her dad, and she just got out of college. Thank you, guys. Trivia time. How many frames fit into one movie film? If you said 16, you were correct. Good job.
Thank you, Caleb. And now going on with Cleveland's politics. Let's bring it over with Caleb once again.
Thank you, Andrew. Grover Cleveland was mayor of Buffalo, New York, and he was also a sheriff. And as I mentioned before, he was a lawyer. In 1884, he was elected, and he was reelected in 1893. He was the first Democrat for 30 years. His campaign was off of honesty. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you. In 1884, Grover's main problem was the tariff. Benjamin Harrison defended it, and Grover attacked it. The Democrat Party and the Republican Party obviously didn't like each other. The Republican Party called Grover a liar and a terrible person. But the problem was, Grover was very honest and he was true about his past mistakes. Just before his second term, Hawaii just got rid of their queen. Now, Hawaii wanted to be part of the U.S. Benjamin Harrison got the message and wanted to make that happen. But as Grover came in just before, he said no, and Hawaii would not be annexed until 1897. While in his second term, he had many problems. He also had cancer. The president said he would take a short vacation and go on a friend's yacht. During that time, they did the surgery to get rid of his mouth cancer. During that time, nobody told anybody about that. They didn't want anybody to know about it. So they wouldn't find out until 9 years later. During this time, also again, Utah became the 45th state while he was in his second term. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. Now, what's the difference between then and now?
Well, when Grover was president, he obviously did things different back then. He answered his calls for himself. He did everything, and that's why he stayed up 2 to 3 a.m. Obviously, nowadays, we have Barack Obama, who has security before his calls. They have people write and everything else. Back then, in his second term, Grover had a huge corruption in the U.S., and the Republicans got it 16 years in a row after Grover left. Nowadays, we go back and forth. Thank you.